You see, one of the problem that has failed most African youth and they couldn't get to their destination is marriage. See, it's marriage. Our understanding of marriage nowadays as a youth is something else. The reason why most African youth dream couldn't actualize is how they perceive marriage. Now, let's begin with this. What point am I making? Most African youth think that getting married, one, it will help you to build yourself. Some get to marry because they think God will help them. Some get to marry because everybody is getting married. Some get married because the society is pressuring them, or the family, they are pressuring them to get married. So they are ready to marry whoever comes on the way. And after they get married and they have kids, then it seems to appear that the kids are the problem. Now, what am I saying? The reason why most African youth couldn't actualize their dreams is marriage. And the point is, you don't have to get married because people are forcing you to get married. You don't have to get married because everybody is getting married or your friends are laughing at you. You see, the point here right now is because some of my friends get married does not mean that I have to get married. There are a lot of people who got married and now their dream has quenched. There are a lot of ladies have met them. Some want to be a beautician, some want to be a musician, some want to be a models, those modelists. Some want to be like, but after they get married, that their husbands or their partners prevent them not to go into that profession again. You see how the thing is. So most of us, most people whose life, or most of the youth whose their life has become miserable, sometimes it's not that God has forsaken them, but sometimes it's the decision they take themselves. Because the mission you have, when you get married, then your partner will tell you that this mission, you don't have to do it. So our understanding of marriage, sometimes I think that some want to get married because they want to have children. They just want to have kids, and that is all. No understanding, no mutual understanding, no cooperation. And that is the reason why most of the youth, there are a lot of my friends that I have them, they have kids right now, and they keep on complaining that every weekend, like, I have pressure because my wife have to get, and then my wife I have to get something for my wife, I have to get something for my kids. Now this same person has not built his life. You see how the problem is. So you realize that the money that if they could have taken their time to build themselves to a particular level before they now talk of getting married. Not getting married early is just getting married early does not guarantee your success. Because when I was doing my service, I realized my students were asking me questions that say, why are you not married? Because I have a brother who is like you, and my brother is married, he's having 2 kids, and you're not married yet. Why are you not getting married? And then blah 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 blah. And that wasn't the end. I remember when one of my friends, a college teacher, asked me that, why are you not married? And I told them that I've not gotten to the level of getting married. Oh, get married. When you get married, you realize that God will provide. When you have one, if God gives you one, and if God provide one, and you're the only person, it's only one that God will provide. But if you are 2, God will provide 2, because God will watch over everyone and God will help you through that. But when you look at this person's life critically, things are not moving well. And I'm not saying because of the marriage, but I'm saying that it also contributes to the fact. And I realize that those my student who told me the brother has not gotten to my level or my age, and my brother has gotten married having 2 kids, I became a friend to this student. So I got to know the brother, and I realized that later on the brother wife He was staying with the dad. He married and they are staying with the family. So later on, I became the friend with that particular guy's brother. So later on, the wife traveled from northern Ghana to Kumasi for Kayayu. 2 kids. She left. She left with 1 kid. The second born. She went to Kumasi to do Kayayu with that particular child who is 6 months to go and do Kayayu in Kumasi. Now this guy doesn't have his permanent job. It's somebody shop that he is taking care of. How can you take care of your family? That is personal decision. That is okay. But we are taking this advice for we to, whatever decision you are making, you have to be very now, because marriage is taking off most of the youth dreams. Some will get married and their dreams are off. Some of them will get married, what they want to do, they cannot do it. They now putting the hope on their children, their children will come and do it. I wanted to be an entrepreneur, or I wanted to be a businessman, and because I couldn't do, because I was having many cases to take care of, so I'm hoping my case to come and continue or to fulfill my promise. This is some of the speech we do here. Why? Because they didn't take their critical moment to plan before. So most of the times, most African, we keep on suffering because we have the perception that God will provide. We have the perception that whatever be the situation, God will help me through if I get married with that preparation. So most of the time, the children life become miserable. They become miserable for the circumstances they didn't create, but the circumstances created by their parents. Some of us today are struggling because our parents didn't plan very well before they get married. They got married because maybe they want to have children, and that was their aim. And then they had the children, and today because they didn't plan, the children are suffering. The children have to travel and go far away. They have to travel and go to different places to hustle for themselves. Some of them end up of becoming a prostitute. Some of them end up to become some of them end up even lost their life in the circumstance. They become the victim of the situation they didn't create. Some of us are suffering today because of circumstances we didn't create. If our parents would have laid some foundation, by now we would have come and built on it. But it seems to appear that we have to come and now lay the foundation that our parents couldn't lay. Then it becomes that we have to struggle. And if we don't take care and we are also into maybe a relationship, you end up becoming like them. So because of this, marriages in Africa, we have to be very vigilant as youth. If you're in a relationship, you have to define your relationship. The reason why we're all suffering today, one, we don't plan before getting married. Two, we have the perception that God will make a way, God will provide. Because when I was doing my survey, this was some of the speeches I do here from my colleagues and my students. This has become an obstacle. Most people couldn't achieve their dream because they think that because of their children. Maybe I wanted to do this, as I said earlier, but because I cannot do it, because the money that I would have used to invest in myself to build myself well, I can't build myself. But because I have kids, I have to now divert everything will be on the children. Maybe sickness, my wife, blah blah blah. Because I didn't plan what I wanted to use to build myself, I can't use it to build myself. But rather, I'll use that particular money, rather take care of my family, my kids, or my wife. Then my dream become quenched. It will not actualize. So when you meet people who said they have got married like our age, most of them, their life are miserable. Most of them, when you speak to them that what did they wanted to do earlier on, they will tell you some great ideas, some great plans they wanted to. But after they got married, everything ends. Am I trying to say getting married is bad? No, that is not the intention. What I'm trying to say is that plan before we get married. Because most Africans youth, we don't plan. We just get married because people are also getting married. So I'll just get married. Don't let anybody force you. If I were to be you, plan before getting married is better. Because for the fact that we came and we are also struggling to survive, if our parents would have laid some foundation, by now we would have come and built on it. Kwame, despite children will not come and suffer. Whatever be the case, they will not come and suffer. The parents has laid a foundation. Dangote children they will never suffer because the foundation has been laid. John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, the Republic of Ghana, the children will never suffer because the father has laid the foundation. The former president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, children will never suffer because the foundation has been laid. What about you and I? You know that this is the family you are coming from. You know your family background and you are getting married because your friends are giving you pressure. I meet a lot of friends who keep on telling me, oh, you have to get married. You are getting old. I just look at them. When I get married and things are not going well, will you give me money? Will you give me capital to start my business? Will you give me something for me to able to finance my family? You will not. You'll be the same person who will laugh at me say that I've taken a wrong decision. But you were the same people giving me pressure. Don't let anyone define your life for you. Don't let anyone define your peace for you. Because most of the youth of Africa has allowed some people to define how they should live their life. Today their life are miserable and they couldn't achieve their dream because of that. I came to the realization that marriage is the number one thing that is causing most of the African youth not to actualize their dream. Does not mean that marriage is bad. Take your time. Plan before you get married. Before you get married, make sure you have business or you have a work that can take care of your children. Don't tell me that God will make a way. God, the same God who make a way, is the same God who is still watching those street children whom their parents has abandoned them and they are on the street struggle to get ends meet. The same God is still watching. He didn't provide for them. Yes. The same God we are talking about, He's the one who take care of people. When you go on the street, children 2 years, 3 years have been abandoned by irresponsible parents, and today they are the victim of the situation they didn't cause. The same God is watching. God will not save any situation if you are not ready to create something for yourself. The creator or whoever has created us has done whatever he's supposed to do. It's unto you to take your destiny into your own hand. If we don't take proper decision, marriage is quenching most of the youth talent. I know a friend who's told me that I wanted to, but my husband said I shouldn't. So before you get married, get preparation. Make sure that you are financially strong somehow, that you can take care of your kids. You can lay a good foundation for them. Don't just give birth thinking that God will provide. God will not provide anything. Second, prepare before you get married. And even if you are going to get married, choose the right partner. Did I talking about perfection? No. I'm not talking about perfection. Nobody is perfect. I'm talking about the right partner. When I'm talking about the right partner, don't choose somebody because I want to have children. That's the reason why I'm choosing her or I'm choosing him. Choose somebody who is ready for you people to build a legacy. Where you are going, the person should have interest of where you guys are going to. Your mission, you should also have a contribution to your mission. The same thing, you also have to also support her ideas. Don't marry somebody and change her dream. You have to be a supporter. Sometimes we get into marriage and we think that after getting married, there is nothing that you can do for your dreams. You can do for yourself. All your plans, you have to stop it because I've get married to you. So in Africa, most people get married and their dream has been stuck because you have gotten married, and it shouldn't be so. So when you realize most of the successful marriages we have in Africa among the youth, you realize that the youth, like the partners, are supporting each other. Let me use this great man as example. Wande Maya girlfriend, should I say the wife, has been a great woman beside her. Because whatever decision this young guy will take, Wande Maya, the wife will support it. Sometimes the wife is also behind the clothes that are taking the camera. So the wife has supported Wande Maya, handled the camera sometimes to support the boyfriend. So you see, look at how far Wande Maya have gone. Do you think that Wande Maya is there just for his own sake? The wife or the girlfriend has contributed a lot in Wande Maya's life. This is the kind of woman we like. Because they all support each other's dream, so they will go far. So don't wonder when you see Wanda Maya to be a great person today, don't only give the contribution to only the creator or only the crew members. The girlfriend has also played a role in Wanda Maya's life. These are the kind of woman we like. Let me cite another one. The reason why you don't have to get married because you want to have kids. Look at Daddy Lumba, the legend. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Sewa Bruni, this lady that we have been talking about. Daddy Lumba got married to the second wife. This second wife has become a goddess for Daddy Lumba. Wherever Daddy Lumba goes, this young lady or the wife will follow him. He doesn't joke with Daddy Lumba, and Daddy Lumba doesn't joke with her. You know what? Many audios came out and confirmed that this young lady was there for Daddy Lumba. He was there to the death of Daddy Lumba in the hospital. When Daddy Lumba was sick, the same lady who always be with Daddy Lumba after the show, he will make sure Daddy Lumba have to sleep before she will sleep. When Daddy Lumba is sick, this same lady will stay with Daddy Lumba. Will make sure everything is right with Daddy Lumba. Sewa Bruni is a case study for Ghanaian men and the entire womanhood. That as a young man, as a man, if you're looking for a woman, don't just look for somebody who will just give you children. Look for somebody like Wanda Maya's wife and somebody like Daddy Lumba's wife and others that we don't even know their names. Look for them. Those who will stand with you in your pains. Those who will still talk to you in their pains. Those who even feel for you even if they are in their pains. Those who will still accept you even if they are not happy. They should be happy seeing you. I learned a lot from this Daddy Lumba's wife. That you don't have to just look for a woman that will give you a kiss. Look for intelligent woman. When you are no more there, they should be able to make sure that your legacy proceed. So I'm telling this the youth of Africa that don't get married because people are getting married. Get a partner who knows your direction and also support her direction. Yes. Get a partner. So when you are dating, get to know the person very well. Is the person interested in my journey? That the person asks of your perfection? That the person understands where you're going? Or the person is also on her own without thinking about yours? I'm telling you, if you get a partner who does not understand where you're going, you become miserable. Most musicians quit their marriage because the direction they were going, the ladies that they were staying with, some of them didn't understand them. Make sure your partner knows your journey. And if you are in a relationship, support your partner in terms of anything.